I ended up getting stage fright. Sean Moore, I'm 30 years old. I've been coming to CrossFit Witness since January 2017, it's about 20 months. Back in June of this summer, I basically ended up having a cardiac arrest, which people generally compare it to a heart attack, but they are actually completely different things. Heart attacks can lead to cardiac arrest, but cardiac arrests generally just can come out of nowhere, really. But basically what happened was I was at my wife's 30th birthday and I took her out for food, like took her out for a meal as you normally would. I had a couple of drinks, whatnot. It was just a Wednesday night, so I was in, so I didn't want to take it easy really. Anyway, went to bed as normal, and about 4:30 in the morning, my wife found me basically just struggling to breathe whilst I was asleep, and she found me face down with my head sort of in the pillow, sort of curled up in the ball, and she tried waking me up, no response, so she panicked, called 999, and they told her she thought I was going into cardiac arrest, so they get him on his back straight away and started CPR then, so she was doing compressions with me for about 10 minutes until the paramedics arrived. She had to get the paramedics in, they come in, they had to defibrillate me and 2 shots of adrenaline to revive me, just to get me back up and working until I suppose they wired me up and took me to A&E then, into hospital, where I was in intensive care then for 24 hours. And now I'm, now me, thankfully, but yeah, so all in all, I was in hospital for about 5-6 days, and thankfully I come out better than I did. No memory loss, don't remember anything that happened, but in terms of typical symptoms when you have had a cardiac arrest and you've been, I suppose, dead for you've been dead for a little while. You have, because the body's starving of oxygen. That's when obviously you can play around with your brain, and a lot of memories, short-term, long-term memories, potentially can be lost. But thankfully, I was okay out of that. So anyway, once I woken up out of hospital, straight away transferred me to Liverpool Heart and Chest Hospital in Broad Green. From there, they recommended I had an ICD fitted and implanted cardioverter defibrillator, which basically is like an on-the-go defib really. So if I collapse now, 10-15 seconds later, it'd pick up that something's wrong, and it just hit me straight away, and hopefully just one shot would revive me really. But yeah, so they implanted all of that. But initially, in terms of the diagnosis, they thought, when I got into Wiston Hospital where I was first being seen, the consultants there believed I had Brugada syndrome, which is quite a rare heart condition, rare heart genetic condition, which they found within young adults, really, around the 30-year-old bracket. But when I got to Liverpool Heart and Chest Hospital, they thought I had, the cardiologist there believed I had acute myocarditis, which technically is just a viral infection really of the heart. There's a lot more detail regarding them two, which is totally above what I know really, but that's sort of the general gist of it really. So at the moment I'm just in the process of finding out whether I've got a genetic condition or whether it is just all down to a virus. I think at the moment with the training, it's just getting back to where I was, and just sort of still testing certain grounds and what I can and can't do. At the moment it's been pretty good. A lot of the movements I can sort of still do. But they basically sort of told me to try and not do anything that'll hit the device. So for example, doing like chest to bar pull-ups, for example, is probably a no-no. Atlas stones, D-balls, if anything which is clutching around it, they basically said avoid doing that. But otherwise, movement, they said 6 to 8 weeks after you had the device implanted, don't do anything overhead, but that's just so the wires around, the wires of the defib, so scar tissue can just build up and just give it a bit more extra support. But after that they said you should be okay and just ease yourself back into it really. So at the moment it's going well. It's just but it's just I'm just trying to get back to where I was. So I suppose I was out of training for 3 months. So hopefully within another 3 to 4 months I'll be back up and where I was and chasing more numbers.